One of the things we talk about in goal setting is the first rule is never tell people your goals.
Right.
As soon as you tell people your goals, the first thing you're going to be met with is resistance and criticism. And it has nothing to do with you. It's all about the other person.
Right.
And in our society in Australia, we call it the tall poppy syndrome. People hate people who are succeeding. And as soon as somebody starts to succeed, they want to chop them off at the head. And so people don't really want you to succeed, because all of a sudden, if you're driving a bigger car than mine, I'm going to feel insignificant. If you move out of the neighborhood and you get a bigger house, I'm going to feel insignificant. If you start making bank and cash and checks, you're going to be having better things than me. And I don't really, truly want that for you, because it'll make me have to look at myself, but I don't want to look at myself. And so all of life for most people is just survival. You know, the human experience can be boiled down to three things. Are you ready for it? Feeding, fighting, and fucking. The three.
You got to bring the brand back, because that's I'll buy that t-shirt.
The first thing is you got to eat. I'm a fucking beast. I want to slaughter a cow. I want to kill a pig. I want to rip a chicken's head off. I got to eat. All of us have got to eat. Second thing, we've got to fight. We got to fight for our survival. You know, the American budget for the military is like $750 billion, and you've got to fight for your survival. You've got to protect yourself. Every day you've got to survive. You've got to survive by killing your competition. You've got to survive by getting attention. And then the third thing is we've got to fuck. The only way that we can continue this human experience is to reproduce. And that's the basic of the human experience. It's feeding, fighting, and fucking.
It's basically my weekend. Yeah.
And I like all three. So, you know, a lot of people don't have the fight in them anymore. And we're coming into a time of this world where people's level of desire is at an all-time low. So when I grew up on the back of what was called the lay-by era. Now, if I wanted something, I had to work hard in advance. I'd have to save my dollars, and then I could buy what I wanted. And if there was something that I really liked, I remember there was a transformer, and I wanted this transformer. And I used to go to the toy shop and I'd put 50 cents down on that every single week until I could take it. However, 35 years later, I still own that transformer. I still own it because I had to work so hard. I had to pay the price in advance to get what I wanted. And that's desire. But today, the way the financial institutions are set up is we don't have to pay the price in advance. We just have to pay it back for the rest of our life. So when we get something, it's so easy come, easy go. We don't have to wait. It's instant gratification. Yes, people want things now, but people are also ignorant. They don't realize that if you just get whatever you want now, there's no desire. You got to wait. One of my clients, he's a multimillionaire, and he said, Daniel, I use this app called Grindr, and he said it's ruined the gay dating scene. He said, I can type in a message on this Grindr thing. Somebody can walk into my house. I can put my pants down. Job's done. They walk out. And I said, okay, well, good for you. And he says, but it's ruined the dating scene. He said, because when you go out now, people don't know how to flirt. They don't know how to chase. There's no thrill of the chase anymore. It's just the serotonin hit. You get the end goal, but there's no dopamine. There's no adrenaline. And so this is how the world is now. You can have what you want. You can have afterpay. You can take a personal loan. And so people's level of desire is at an all-time low. People don't want it enough. And when you and I go through these experiences like being diagnosed with dyslexia or linear sequential learning disability, we've had to fight our whole life just to do those basic things that come so easy for everybody else. So we develop this resiliency. We develop this burning desire. And see, people want it, but they can't get it off the shelf. They can't get desire in a pill. They can't get it out of a book. It's only through going through those hard times of life that we develop it. So we're missing desire, but we need it today. We need it to get to that next level.